So, hi Osho. First of all, welcome to CATWay and congratulations on converting SIBM Pune. How does it feel after having the convert?
Yes, thank you, and it's great on being on this platform. It feels good, I think, given the ups and downs that I had during the interview phases and the examinations. I think it feels great to at least get one of the top MBA colleges and finally have the final call letter with me, so that I can look forward to something exciting for the next 2 years. Yes, so feeling
Yeah.
more at peace. Yeah.
So, Osho, I want to ask you, you were prepared well for CAT and you also scored well. I think you scored 98.75 around, right? But
Yes.
getting that 22 percentile mark in LRDI, I'm sure your confidence must have shattered, right? And it happens to a lot of people. Now, I want to know from you that how did you keep yourself motivated for the remaining exams? How was the process for that entire month up till that post? Yeah, your CAT went bad, the LRDA section went bad.
Yes, sir. I think yeah, I was absolutely shattered because yes, I thought my preparation was decent, and I was confident that I would score good marks. But yes, on D day, you never know what happens, and maybe I panicked. But post that, I think first of all, the people the people that I majorly talk to were you and Suraj are the mentors at Catway, and I think a lot of credit goes to you both because you were motivating me enough. And the main thing that you said to me was there are four exams that we're preparing for. I think that is the I just did not join Catway to just exceed in Cat. I joined Catway to get a good B school as per my credentials and the work that I put in. So there are four examinations, and it is very natural that perhaps in one or two of those four you might not get the desired result, but there are other examinations. So that is what I understood and I kept in my head, and then I focused on giving the marks and everything for the thing that I had to forget what has happened to keep that aside. Yes, that was disappointing, but to keep that aside and look forward to whatever is remaining so that I don't falter there as well.
Right. So, Osho, here you were also a UPSC aspirant, right? And you have a work experience of around 2 years, I believe, at Deloitte, right?
Yes,
And
yes,
you left your job, right?
yes.
Any particular reason of leaving the job from your perspective?
So yeah, UPSC was something that I had an inclination towards since my college days, but I also wanted to have industry exposure. So post college, I decided that I'll work for around a year or two, see how I am fitting into the corporate world. And post that, I thought I had enough experience to take a bet on myself that I can say invest 2 years or give two attempts at civils. Whatever may happen, if I succeed or not, I'll only give 2 years for it, given that I've had my work history and all. And I
Mhm.
think that is something. And even though I did not succeed at UPSC, I thought that after those 2 years, perhaps I'll then see if I had to, I would go for an MBA or not, given that I have had work
A,
ex
a
plus.
previous work experience, right?
Yes, yes.
So, talking about your strategy, how did you strategize your preparation for CAT and for the other MBA entrance examinations? What strategy did you follow?
So yeah, so I started my CAT preparation around, I think, July. That is what the third batch for the CATway program. That is when I joined, and that is exactly the time that decided that I'll be going for an MBA. Not
Okay.
That's the moment. It was not that I had planned it a long
Mhm.
time before. So I I had prepared for different examinations. So I knew that today there is a lot of information available for every examination on the internet. The point is that you cut down these sources that you have. So I always decided that I'll join Catway and I'll be mainly focused on the sources, the material that the coaching is providing, and I stuck on that. So I regularly attended the classes, I regularly did the assignments, which and the questions that came up on groups and the doubt solving groups, the Facebook
Right.
groups, the test series that the mocks that the Catways portal had. And I think that was all that I did. I did not go for other sources because that all only makes you confused
Right.
and misguides you in your direct in the process. So the assignments, the classes, and I think that was and doing that regularly in a dedicated way and practicing. I think that's the key.
Not having too many lags is another important part, I believe.
Yes, yes, to
And
be regular. Yeah.
what you said is absolutely right, that with so much of material available online, you need to stick to a very few sources, trusted
Yes.
sources, which you can continuously follow and get your desired result, not get deviated in the path of like getting questions from every single group of every single institute that
Yes.
we have. That's important. So regarding Catway, how did you come to know about us?
So I had a friend in the previous batch who got into Bangalore, and she referred to me that she was part of, I think, the Ananya. She was part of the crash course program, so she referred to me, and I had heard only good reviews about it from
Okay.
her. So I decided to join it, and also I think it is a new and upcoming uh, MBA coaching institute. So I it kind of gave gave a message that yes, the people are very would be very focused on to it, because it's both way, right? I want to do well
Right.
in CAT, and your aim is to get better at providing the coaching as well. So
Absolutely,
that is why
absolutely.
I joined and that is how I joined the program.
So, what do you have to say? Were you satisfied with the culture, way, the pedagogy that we follow, and the culture of Catway?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think it was one of the best decisions that I made, because I think the classrooms were such that it was a bit of an informal atmosphere, that it would be an interactive program, but yet it was very professional. So it was the right mix of both. uh, a lot of focus on problem solving, live question solving during classes, focus on the foundational skills first, and then going a step further as we moved on. uh, Great assignment quality. I think I did not use any other source. I only did the assignments that the portal had, test as well. And I think most importantly, the mentorship. So you guys were, I think you and Suraj sir were available 24/7, on text, on call. I think it comes down to a point, even if say an aspirant is not that serious, I think you would be calling them more often than the other way around. So I remember during the last days also, and throughout, I think you or Suraj sir
Right.
will always call ki kya, what is happening, what are your updates, your weekly updates, what are your weekly targets, and I think that keeps you on track throughout.
That's great. So, one last question that I have for you is that the new batch is coming up, the new people are coming into this MBA stream. What would you advise them? What would be your advice uh, from your end towards them?
Yeah, I think from what I've learned, I think, as I said in the initial phase also, that anyone joining is not joining to get a good score in the examinations. He or she is joining to get a good B school at the end. So you're joining Catway to get into a good B school as per your credentials and the work that you put in. So that should be the mindset. It's not that you need, yes, you have to score well to get into a B school, but think of it in a bigger way. The other thing is to focus on the basics. If you'll have strong basics and you practice that, then I think you'll clear all your examinations quite well. And as I said, restrict your sources. I think whatever resources you guys are providing, that should be enough for anyone who wants to get a good score at CAT. Getting multiple resources would confuse you, so stick to that. Practice a lot. I think that is the key, and there is no shortcut for practicing. You need to practice, figure out your weak areas and strong areas both, and focus on them equally. I think I can say from my experience that all these sections are equally important, especially in
Absolutely.
CAT and SAT. So focus on that uh, equally in all those sections. Give your mocks very seriously, as like it is the final examination. I think that is also why what perhaps I learned also retrospectively, key, you need to be exam ready even before the final day. So if you can create a test like environment at home for your regular mocks, and do that, and yeah, focus on the basics, and I think the rest of the things you guys would also be mentoring them well. So yeah.
Absolutely, that's very important to have that mindset that every single paper is a actual paper. You give it that with that seriousness, with that in that zone is it's very important. So again, I would like to congratulate Osho that on converting SIBM Pune, and
Thank you,
hope you
sir.
have a You will have a great days ahead in your MBA college. And thanks for joining.
Sure, sir, and thank you. And I think best wishes for Catway also. I think it would be reaching new heights in the future, and I'll be looking forward to it.